Well, so this is the brand new Osight XR, and it has a 2-dot sizes all-in-one optic. Besides this innovative spring-loaded rear iron sight, which I personally will never use, but you may find it useful. And just like their enclosed Osight S model, and this one is their first enclosed body with the RMR footprint. If Osight is new to you, this may be another budget option red dot you can try out this year. But for those of you already familiar with Osight, this is basically an enclosed Osight X with a couple new features. Now, let's go over the newest thing on this optic, and let's see if this is worth your money. As far as reticle goes, this one is red, and it has the ability to cycle through 5 modes. You get the 2 MOA dot, a 6 MOA dot, a circle-only reticle, and of course the circle with the center dot reticle for both 2 and 6 MOA. Under the camera lens, the reticle appears fairly sharp, but if you have astigmatism while looking through it without any glasses, it may just appear blurry just like most red dot sights. And it's different for each person depending on your vision. As far as lens distortion goes, there is nothing noticeable, but one thing that I started noticing because I was shooting facing away from the sun. The rear glass definitely reflects the sunlight, and if there is any finger smear on the glass, it will be a little annoying to aim. But if you turn away so the sunlight isn't directly above or behind you, then it's fine. So even though this is fully enclosed, but raindrop or snowflake will fall on it faster than you can wipe it clean, and then it's going to blur up your field of view. I don't know about you, but out here in the rain, I actually prefer using just an iron sight rather than a red dot, so I don't have to constantly wipe the glass, and it always ended up smearing the whole thing on the front and back. Okay, now moving on to the rechargeable port on the top. So the window kind of overhangs a little, but it's not really a problem as long as it doesn't go over the port and it doesn't seem to jam the gun when I fired it on the range. And there is no battery tray or anything like that either, and the body is rated for IPX7, and it's made out of 7075 T6 aluminum. So to charge it here is what you do. You just put the charging cap on top, and there are buttons you can push to get a reading on how much battery is left. And on some guns, the charging cap may interfere with the rear iron sight if you have them. But so far this has enough deck height, and so the charging cap doesn't really interfere with anything. And as far as how long the battery can last, so on the manual it says it can last up to 54,000 hours on mode 4 using the 2 MOA mode. And on the 6 MOA mode, it can last up to 35,000 hours. So for this, I have to continue testing it a bit longer to really see how long they last, because sometimes the manual says these numbers that aren't exactly accurate. So for this, if it dies early, then I will make another video about it. So on the Glock 19 here, so it mounts nicely, and this time they actually came with different length screws, one long screw and one short one for the Glocks. I don't know about you, but I always dread mounting optics on a Glock if the optic doesn't come with a shorter one for the ejector side screw hole, and this is nice that they came with them so you don't have to cut them or buy extra ones. So on this channel, I have previously covered many Osight optics in the past, including the rechargeable ones that they have released. The sight generally works well, but the rechargeable port is the weakest spot that will break if dropped too hard on its head. And so it's my belief that they will definitely come out with a green version and a version without the recharging port. And that's just based on the product release pattern I have seen in the last few years. Because when Osight S came out without the charging port, people were showing overwhelmingly positive feedback. And I was under the impression that they will just discontinue making rechargeable sights and just go with the beefy body, and that's up to them. And if you don't like the rechargeable version, you can always wait until that one comes out. But the lens frame can definitely break, and there are plenty of videos online with people breaking them. And for that reason alone, I think it pushes many users away, especially for those people that run their gun gear hard. But if you're going to mount this on a gun for normal range use or use it on a spare gun, well, you're not breaking the bank with this one. And if you are interested, you can check out the first link in the description to get the launch price.